welcome back to Stories Behind the Walls, powered by Voices for Justice Incorporated, a nonprofit organization fighting for justice, accountability, and transparency, especially within our criminal justice system. We're your voice when they try to silence you. I'm your host, Annabelle. On this episode, it is a tough but important one. We're covering the arrest of a correction officer at one of the most notorious prisons in America. We are going to head over to the Louisiana State Penitentiary at Angola. This story isn't just about one officer, it's about the larger issue of corruption, accountability, and the devastating impact of drugs inside our prisons. So here are the facts. This is what we know. According to the West Feliciana Parish Sheriff's Office, 35-year-old correctional officer Lakeisha Brown was arrested after she allegedly tried to smuggle a shocking quantity of drugs onto prison grounds. Deputies say that she was caught with 1.5 pounds of marijuana, 2.2 ounces of fentanyl, and 14 grams of methamphetamine. This investigation started when drugs were discovered on prison grounds. Officers traced the contraband back to Brown, who was then arrested and booked into the West Feliciana Parish Jail. Her charges include malfeasance in office, introduction of contraband into a state institution, distribution of Schedule 1, 2, and 3 drugs. This isn't just breaking the law, it is a catastrophic breach of trust and security inside a maximum security prison. When correction staff smuggle drugs into facilities, they endanger lives, not only of incarcerated people, but also other staff and the public. Drugs fuel violence, gang power, overdoses, and corruption that can ripple far beyond the prison walls. Let's talk about the broader problem. Angola prison is infamous for its harsh conditions, its history as a former slave plantation, and its reputation for being one of America's toughest prisons. Yet, even in the most secure facilities, drugs get in, often with the help of the very people hired to uphold the law. It's a grim reminder that corruption in corrections isn't rare. Across the country, staff smuggling is a documented, persistent problem. Tight security screenings, staff shortages, poor pay, and moral failures all contribute to this. Incarcerated people already face enormous challenges with addiction and mental health. When drugs are smuggled in, they don't get treatment, they get punishment, violence, and more trauma. As advocates for justice and human rights, we believe in exposing these issues. We're not here to excuse wrongdoing, but to ask hard questions. How are prisons truly addressing staff corruption? Are there effective measures? Is there accountability? I mean, really, is there? Are incarcerated people getting meaningful addiction treatment, or are prisons simply warehouses for punishment? Who is really profiting from keeping drugs flowing inside? These are the questions that demand answers from prison officials, lawmakers, and the public. If you're listening, we want to hear from you. Have you or a loved one witnessed drugs being smuggled into prison? How did it impact you? What do you think needs to change? I think that part of the issue is maybe that these correction officers, like Lakeisha Brown, may not start off with the idea that they're going to smuggle contraband into prisons. For some reason, someone lures them into doing it. And once that happens, what can they really do? If they stop doing it, now the inmates are going to tell on them and they're going to lose their job. If they stop doing it, they're not going to get whatever money they're making off of it. And again, the inmates might tell on them and they'll lose their job. So to avoid all that, the simple answer is just don't do it. If you have a story you want us to tell, if you have a story you would like to share with us, reach out to us at Stories Behind the Walls. You can message us on social media, you can email us, or join one of our live community call-ins. We're here to shine the light where others want to keep it in the dark. This isn't about shaming one person. It's about demanding systematic change. Because until we deal with corruption and addiction, honestly, we have to be honest on all spectrums of this. Everyone has to be honest about this for us to really have change. We'll keep repeating the same cycles of harm in every state. Thank you for joining us today on Stories Behind the Walls. If you believe in our mission to be a voice for justice, accountability, and human rights. Please share this episode, leave us a review, and help us spread the word. Until next time, stay informed, stay aware, and never be afraid to speak the truth.